And if you come in and catch it, great. If not, you know, you bet. Hey guys, Uncle Odd here. How are you? It's a beautiful day here in sunny Tampa, Florida. And it is the 22nd of April. And I have a few things to go over with you. Need your advice. Need your counsel. Need you to tell me what you want. Let me start by saying, "Arr!" What a week, what a week, what a week. This is fun. If you've been watching, you know what I'm talking about. Pirate Chain has taken off, and it has went up to like $8. I think it's down to $7.50 today. I think a lot of people are taking profits, and that's okay. That's good. That's good. That's what people probably should do. I'm a long-term hodler, so I'm not taking profits because, you know, I'm going to keep it for a year, unless it just something stupid happens. You know, like it moons up to $100 or something. I'll take some money off the table for sure, and it very well could. But I intend to hodl it because, you know, it's just kind of, I want to be the person, I want to be the person who looked back when Bitcoin is $65,000 and, you know, you just didn't sell a bunch of it. So, but that's my strategy. But I think a lot of people have taken profits today. And I hope they're very, very happy. I know that with the Moonstream service, Mike Newton's Moonstream service, before I got in, he had recommended Pirate at, let's see, is this working? Yeah. He had recommended Pirate at, man, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to see if this, bear with me. I'm going to see if this gets my face back. Oh, speaking of, see this pond here? Oh my goodness gracious. Last night I took my wife out to dinner for her birthday, and we came back and there was fire trucks here, and there was oh my gosh, I'm getting goosebumps now. But apparently, do you see that curve on the road over there where that car's going? Right there. Now, cars coming this direction, if you look way up there, there's a tree that's down. Apparently, this woman, she was driving her 12-year-old daughter home, and she was coming, and she said, "Honey, I don't feel well," and she blacked out or went into, had a seizure, and she just kept going straight, and she ended up here in the pond, flipped over. And thank goodness there was a guy who was driving by, and he got out, and it was submerged upside down in the pond, and he was able to, I have no idea how, he was able to bust the back windshield, and he was able to save the 12-year-old girl, but the mom died, and it's very, very sad. So throw up a little prayer for the little girl. You can see took out that tree too and ended up right over there. So that sucks. Really sorry for that little girl and her entire family and the woman. And man, just sucks. Don't mean to be a downer, but when I saw that tree over there, it just reminded me. Good Lord. And I mean, no skid marks or anything. You can see it's just she just had a seizure, and I don't know if her foot just went on the. All right, we don't have to talk about that anymore. But Pirate has gone up nicely, and I think people should really consider. I know it's kind of becoming a pain in the ass to get it because the trade ogre is getting so busy right now, for good reason. It's when you have a coin, you know, there's 7,000 coins out there. That means there's a lot of shit coins out there. But when a coin breaks the top 100, people start taking note. And that's what's happening right now. It's just not our small little community led by our Lord and Savior Jeff Berwick, the dollar vigilante, and Rafael Laverde, the crypto vigilante, telling us, giving us the holy communion of their newsletters. You know, there's a lot of other smart people out there that once a coin breaks into the top 100, they start paying attention. And I'm just telling you that getting in at $7.50 now, you'll look back on this video in not too long of a future from now, and you'll say, man, I remember I was listening to Uncle Odd, Uncle V, when he was saying get in at $7.50, and I did. I'm so happy. It's trading at $88 now. I think that's my prediction. 8 to 88. It hit 8, and as soon as it hit 8, I showed my wife and I said, honey, 8 to 88 has a nice ring to it. But it's kind of a pain to get. It's really slow. But you know what? If it was hard, everyone would do it. That's part of getting in early, right? Now, there's going to be a point where it's not hard, to where it's going to be on Coinbase. You're going to be able to store it in Exodus wallet. You'll be able to store it on your Trezor. You'll be able to, you know, when that happens, good Lord Almighty, you're talking about, you'll be glad you bought at $7.50. So it hit 8, so consider $7.50 a gift. All right? So, what do I need your feedback on? So, because my channel is dedicated to newbies, it's starting to become known as a channel dedicated to newbies. And I will tell you that I personally do not have the time to be able to give as many people as are contacting me good instructional advice. And you know, because I take it seriously. I don't want to, it's like I don't want to do anything half-assed. And so I've been directing people over to Jaron, who is an awesome crypto consultant. You can find him at jaronism.com/crypto. But here's his issue. He's booked like every day for 2 or 3 weeks out. Because a lot of people are getting into crypto. And these 101 sessions with him, you know, he's personally holding people's hands, going through everything, including the most important part, which is the safety rails, to make sure that you, A, understand the language, B, know up front how to not screw things up. Because when you're your own personal bank, you gotta pay attention to that stuff. There is no customer service to call. You can call yourself. Good luck with that. When you've sent something to a wrong address, maybe yourself will be able to fix it. I doubt it. So, there's, you know, I started thinking, and I'm like, okay, I think there's a solution here. What if, and I asked Jaron last night, said, what if we do a complete consultation? That's you consulting Uncle Vigilante. And we start from beginning to end. Break it up into like 8 different sections, I think is what he has basically. And I said, what if we make a video series out of that? A 101 series that we can basically provide. Now, instead of him filling his schedule and doing 101, you'd be able to instead invest, and I use the word invest, not buy, invest in this 8-course series that would be bite-sized, so you could take it one at a time. And the first one would be him going through how to be able to get your money out of your bank onto an exchange and purchase a portfolio of coins. Would come along with a recommendation, show you how to be able to use a decentralized exchange like Trade Ogre, maybe get you some R, and ultimately get those back in your wallets, wherever those would be, either on your desktop or your Trezor or whatever. And at the same time, we would go through and just hammer everything that you need to consider if you're going to get into this game to keep yourself and your money safe. And so what we talked about last night, and I think we agreed to, once we get affirmation from you in the comments below, right after you go down there and you subscribe and you hit the notification bell and you copy the link to share and you send it to 3 other people out there, please, to be able to just get more exposure as this asset class starts to become socialized and normalized. You want as many of people as you know in your personal network to know how to get into the game safely. So what we thought about doing was having this Uncle V Crypto 101 series where Jaron would be the teacher, the trainer, and we would record it, so it would be personal to me. Not personal to you, but personal to me. But it would be exactly the same thing he would go with through you. And you could actually go through it on your own time, at your own pace. And what I said, what was really important to me, if you agree, Jaron, is let's do the first one to where that first video of the series we would give away free. So if you did nothing else, if you just got that first free version, you would basically be in the game and you would have everything up front right in that video of everything you never even thought you had to think about. It would be there to keep you and your money safe. So that to me is a cool approach, I think. You know, it's kind of free to pay, right? Or free to invest. Meaning you get that first one free, and then if you choose and you want the whole series, if you like what you saw in the first one and you liked how it went and you got it and you understood it and you're like, this is cool, I don't need a more expensive 101 presentation by Jaron that's 3 weeks out. I think I want to dive in now, because the way that this market is mooning, you know, the earlier you get your money in, the better. I mean, shoot, you pay for the course, and it's not going to be very expensive, guys. You pay for the course in a day with this market. But regardless of the investment, I'm just wanting to know, excuse me, my voice, I'm losing it because I've been screaming "arr" so much. But we have had some fun this last week doing that. By the way, this coming Tuesday, Jaron, me, David Weiss, we have another guy, one of their buddies. We're going to, on Tuesday at 3 p.m. Eastern, we're going to have, it's going to be a blast. Trust me. If you are a pirate, or if you want to be a pirate, it's going to be a totally pirate-themed show that's going to be nothing but a bunch of goofballs having a blast. It's going to be a party. We're going to talk crypto. It's going to be so fun. Really looking forward to that. But, so, where was I? My question is, and then the rest of the course material goes way deeper, to way different levels, to where by the time you would graduate from it, you would go from, I don't know shit, to, oh, look at that. There's a turkey. There's a turkey that flew over there. Wow, turkeys are kind of rare. That's kind of cool. Is it going to catch my face? Hey, you. Let's try this again. Can you catch my face? Yeah, I think you caught me. That was kind of cool. So anyway, you would go from not knowing shit about cryptocurrency to knowing some shit and have your money in the game, safely protected. So leave in the comments down below if that's of interest to you. If it is, we'll develop it. If it's not, we won't. Simple as that. I'm just trying to figure out a way that with all the people direct mail or DMing me, that and guys, I feel bad that I can't be so responsive, and I know Jaron does too. And so I was like, man, why are we getting in our own way here? We can still help people. You have the content. You know what you present on your own. When you have your one-on-ones, I said, let's just do that for me. Record it. Make it a really nice product. Give the first hour for free. And if people want to go to the next level, then they can make the big boy, big girl decision themselves. If they want to start knowing some shit. So let me know. Is that of interest? If it's of interest, give it a thumbs up down below. And for any of you who would be kind enough to share this channel with others wherever you can, I would appreciate it. It's getting a lot of positive reviews, and I'm trying to pump out some good content. Had John Laban on today, world's leading skeptic. Dude is crazy smart, and I love him to death, and I just hate the shit out of him sometimes because he breaks my brain sometimes. And he's, you know, I'll think I know something, and I'll boldly proclaim it. That's an Uncle V thing to do. And you know, say, oh, okay, I understand. Now, what's your evidence for that? Where do you get your evidence for that? How do we back that up? I'm like, fuck. I don't know. I heard it on a YouTube video. Read it on Twitter. He really broke my brain. I'll give you this one. I was a member of his for like 3 years. And then and he knows this story, so he's not going to mind. And then we had a conversation to where he told me that history is a hoax. And he based that on the fact that you can only go back 200 or 300 years for original source material. And you might think that's bullshit, but he backs everything up. And he challenges and he says, okay, well, okay, let's, you do it. You try. Try to find the original source material. And, I mean, just trust me when I tell you that he's always right. But that broke my brain because I'm like, man, if I can't trust history from what I understand of it more than 300 years back, I'm fucked. It broke my brain. And so I broke up with him. I lied to him, said having some financial hardship, John. I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to get off the auto renew here. And that was the point in time I decided to just be a newbie. And I mean, a normal person. And I immersed myself in normalcy. All I did was, watch sports, not news, not mainstream news, but sure, it's kind of like back when Drudge was real, seemed like it. Watched a lot of Netflix. Basically didn't engage critical thinking at all. And I just was like, I'm not bothered by anything. I'm just kind of normal. I'm happy. And then COVID-19 hit. I wish I had Jeff's bumper there. It would be so nice to be able to just send raw footage to a group of editors who could edit that stuff in. If any of you are talented like that, let me know. If you want to be Uncle V's editor and you're good, why not us, right? So I lied to him and I broke up with him. And I went and had a normal life, didn't think about anything. COVID-19 hit, and it just sucked me back into that rabbit hole of, what they're telling us is true isn't really true. And, I did the right thing. I reached out to John and I said, John, I need to make amends. I lied to you. And I told him the story. We had a good laugh. And he welcomed me back and I became a member again with an open mind. But I stopped being a member because, the challenge of history being something I can't count on, that was hard for me to even think about. Broke my brain. I'm turning around because I didn't want to sneeze in your face, but I lost it. Don't you hate that when you lose a sneeze? Just sucks. So, see, what else is shaking? What else is shaking? What else do we have coming up? I'm gonna get Max Wright on the phone, or on the show. He said he'd be open to do it. He's really busy right now, but he said to reach out to him a little later, but he'd come on. I'm a member of the Success Council, which I highly recommend. I think he, from an investment and what you get, is very good. I think that he will help us keep our money. So I'm not a day trader, so I really don't care about timing and buying the dips and all of that. I probably should, but figured I'd be polite again and instead of spit in your face, turn it around. Such a nice day. But having Max on, I'm gonna get the trio who are the gang, the pirate gang behind Pirate.chain on the show, and looking forward to that. Trying to work things out with their team, timing, and I have a whole lot of questions that's building up that I'm keeping a little pirate interview note section on my phone. So if you have any questions specific to Pirate Chain that can't be answered, with a simple Google search. And by the way, please, 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 please. And don't take this wrong. I'm not getting too big for my britches here. Just respect my time a little bit, okay? I want to be able to help you. But when I get questions like, can you tell me what exchanges have what coins on them? Can you send me a list? I'm like, what the fuck? You know how to Google, you know how to do your own research. I'm not going to do your thinking for you. Come on. I mean, I don't want to be rude, but that kind of stuff, man, if you're going to get into crypto, you got to do your own work. You really do. Otherwise, it's not going to stick. You aren't going to know. You're just not going to learn anything. And you want it to stick because you want to be competent in this asset class because it is, it's going to be a game changer. I heard a term, was it this morning or last night? No, I think it was this morning. But someone's talking about this unique time and saying what's going to emerge from it is going to, it was, I think, John LeBon. Jeez, I'm sorry. Let me give credit to John LeBon. He used the term the new rich. So what comes out of this, of those, who get in, I mean, early in the game, and I don't think it's too late to be early. I still think it's early. And then you have people who were, the old guard, like Jeff and Raphael, who Lord knows how much their net worth is because of crypto. But I hope it's a gazillion dollars. I really do. But anyway, this asset class is going to be responsible for the new rich. I aspire to be comfortable. Rich is a relative term. It's like I've been a multi-millionaire, and then in 2008 got into a bad business deal and was too stupid to have an attorney look at a document and an accountant, and long story tolerable is I lost everything and had to declare bankruptcy. It was just shitty timing. But I will tell you, over the last 10 years, which I call my lost decade, when I had way less money, I mean, I had a lot of happy years. There's been a lot of happiness over the last decade, too, that wasn't attributed to my net worth or what I had. I learned a whole different level of, just kind of navigating life. And so, if you believe in God, which I do, I think sometimes, God puts you through seasons. Sometimes they're really good seasons, to where everything seems to be going great. And then I think there are shitty seasons. And usually I learn the most when I'm going through a personal shitty season. That's when you adopt a little bit of introspection. And as I say, sometimes God brings you to your knees so that you might look up. And that sure was my experience. But I've come out of that and feel that if I'm so fortunate to be able to achieve a few, a little bit of net worth again, I think I'll be a way better steward with it this time. I certainly won't bet it all on a business. Man, I think we're all at a place to where if you can meet your needs, have a little FU money in the bank so that you can do things for your family. You can take some vacations, that you're just not worried about the, month to month. Once you take that worry away, everything starts to be more fun. It's just kind of that pressure off. To me, that's happiness, is when you don't have that pressure. So that's worthy of trying to figure this shit out so that we could perhaps put ourselves in that kind of position. And then when you get there, I think what you have to do is be careful of the greed factor kicking in. At what point is enough? And it's kind of like, okay, at what point do you start taking profits on crypto? If it's just, going like this, I don't know yet. I think that would be a first world problem. And I hope if you're watching this, I hope you have that same problem. It's what I love about this whole ecosystem is it seems like everybody is pretty darn cool. And I'm really grateful of that. And I find that people who are interested in crypto just generally seem smarter to me. They just do. I don't know what your experience is, but and I guess I was talking to my wife last night at dinner. I guess she made the comment. She says, "Look, I'm glad you're doing this because I wouldn't know what to do." Because hold on, I'm going to. Hi, how are you?
Good.
Great. Her past. But she was like, man, oh man, I would have never done this. I would have never gone down this path. And I wouldn't know the first place to start. So I have my wife in mind as Jaron and I build this program. Because once we have it done, I will have my wife and my daughters go through the program so that they can know a little bit of shit. Yeah, a little crypto shit. Can somebody tell me if this is true? If it is, I think it's brilliant. But you know how Doge started as a meme coin, just as a joke? There's another dude who I believe is starting another coin project. You know how there's 7,000 coins or maybe more, and you have maybe a few hundred of them that are real good projects that are going to be something, and the rest are quote unquote shit coins. Well, this guy has created a coin called the shit coin. That's SHT. I don't know if I read that and it was a joke. But if anybody knows anything about it, please go to t.me/Uncle Vigilante and connect to our discussion group there and message me in there, please, who it is. And if you can find some contact information, I'm going to have the creator of Shitcoin on the show, and we're going to support the shit out of this. I'm not kidding. That's a coin I can wrap my minds around. It's somebody who actually embraces something. Yeah, we're a shit coin. As a matter of fact, we're the shit coin. I think it's brilliant. Brilliant. And I think it could moon just like Doge and become a real thing because it's clever. I don't know. I can only imagine the community. Oh, God, I can only imagine the memes. I can only imagine the dog. Everyone has to have a dog, I guess, but I have a big dog, Zammy Pup. If you go to Instagram, go to Zammy Pup. He's a famous children's hospital therapy dog. Oh, and by the way, for you who have children ages 3 to 6, go onto Amazon and search for Zammy the Giant Sheepadoodle. And I published a children's book with Zammy as the lead larger-than-life character. And all of the kids in that book are based on real life children that we have been fortunate enough to be able to meet over the years. So that's pretty cool. But anyway, if Shitcoin needs a big dog for the meme, Zammy takes some big shits. Oh my goodness. I can actually visualize the meme in my head right now. You know how dogs bend over? And he would be just bending over, looking at you. Somebody creative out there is going to do something. So, and yeah, look guys, if any of you have certain skills, like I would love to have somebody who could be a go-to where I'd have something that I'm like, hey man, I want to take this picture and do something fun with it. Can you do X, Y, and Z? And if there's somebody out there who'd be, you know, good enough at Adobe Photoshop and stuff and would want to have some fun, I'll give you all the credit in the world. I would really like that. I mean, that's how communities work, right? We all have our gifts. We all have our own talents. And let's figure it out together. What are yours? How can you contribute? How can you contribute to growing the pie? You know, and by the pie, I'm talking about the community, you know, the Uncle Vigilante community of just a bunch of newbies who don't know shit, who come together and they learn a little bit of shit, and along the way have some great camaraderie ship, and we develop some friendships through here. And, you know, if we do it right, maybe we all make a lot of shekels together. Sounds like a good plan to me. I hope it does you too. So, yeah, the shitcoin, I'm in. I think that's going to be a huge, huge opportunity. I hope it's real. I'm gonna spare you right now. Hi there, welcome back. Welcome back to the Uncle Vigilante Show. For those of you with an LLC, with an IRA, if you go down below and you see the perpetual asset link, and do everybody explore the links that I include in the description. I keep adding to them, and hopefully they're helpful links. Like I added the link from Jaron where he did his awesome video on how to buy Pirate Chain on TradeOgre. That's down there, so you can just click. And the perpetual assets, if you're interested, you need to go explore that with him. I would ask that you'd use the link, because I told the CEO that I had a really good experience with you. I said, but I need you to support my cigar habit. And he said, here's the link. I'll send you $100 worth of cigars. Not worth of cigars, but $100. So if you use it, if you use the link, you're supporting my cigar walks. That's all I can say. If you don't use it, I don't care. It's but you know, I try to do a little bit of the hard work for you, so maybe you appreciate that, because I just appreciate my cigars. Maybe I'll get a post office box, and then maybe there's some of you out there with some kick-ass cigars you can send me a cigar to. That'd be fun too. I'll figure that out. So what else, guys? I'm just trying to think. I don't really have much more. Do I have any interviews coming up this weekend? I don't think so, but probably figure something out. But just stay tuned. As long as you subscribe and you hit the notification bell, you'll get the notifications. And what I'm starting to do is a lot more of is when just something comes to mind, I'll just start live streaming. And if you come in and catch it, great. If not, you know, you bet.
Can I use your phone, please?
What's that?
Can I use your phone?
Okay, everyone, I gotta run. This little gentleman needs some help here. Hold on. Well, that was interesting. Poor little fella. I'm just the messenger. I'll tell you what, he wanted to call his mom because he said that his grandma snapped and wanted to hit him. So the little guy is 10 years old, and so he wanted to call his mom. So we called his mom, and he told her, and I could tell she was saying, "You need to shut off the stove. Did you shut off the stove?" And didn't really acknowledge the grandma wants to hit me part. Just said to get home. So I walked the little guy home, and right when we were pulling up, his mom must have turned around or something, and she picked him up. So I feel better about that. I didn't really want to confront grandma. Kind of not how I wanted to spend my cigar walk. I didn't want to put this out, but I hope they get that settled. I just hate that any kid. I have 4 daughters. I can tell you not one of my daughters ever felt fearful of me or us or anyone in my family. It's just not how it should work. I don't give a shit who you are, man. If you're an adult, you don't hit kids. You do not hit kids. You know, you just don't. Period, full stop, end of story. So, throw up a prayer for that little guy too. Man, hate that. He was a cool little kid. We were walking back, we were talking about the Buccaneers, Tom Brady, and he's 10 years old and he plays football and he's a sprinter, and we talked about that and just had a good old time on the way back. I mean, just a cool little kid. Really articulate. And he said that all he wanted to, I said, well, why did she snap? And he says, I don't know. I was just trying to hug her and she said I was bothering her. I'm like, well, that doesn't sound right, does it? That doesn't sound right, Victor. I mean, if you're just going in for a hug, you know, she should hug you, not hit you. We're huggers, not hitters, right? He's like, yeah. I said, well, we'll figure it out, little buddy. Don't worry about it. We'll figure it out. I said, we'll get home. You'll make sure the stove is off. And I'll be right outside, and we'll talk to your grandma, just because I want to call your mom back so that she knows that you're okay and that you got home. And then she pulls up. So that's good. It's good that she turned around. And she probably was cooking something. Had to go run an errand, I imagine. And probably asked Victor to please turn off the stove in 10 minutes or something like that. I don't know. Making stuff up now. But, so yeah, that I just didn't want to leave you hanging. So, okay, guys. I'll see you when I see you. Cheers. Greetings. Used to be named Uncle Odd, but now I'm known as Uncle Vigilante. And as you can see by the fact I'm wearing a gold chain with a Bitcoin on it, I'm kind of a big deal. Yeah, I'm a big deal. But there is one thing that my 43 attorneys that I just hired told me that I needed to say, which is a disclaimer. Don't take any of my advice. Don't take anything that I say on this show or any of my guests as sage counsel. Why? Because I don't know shit.